Hey everybody, welcome to Jimmy Dick's Cooking Naked. Today we're cooking everything naked. Naked as a jaybird. Jaybird. Jaybird.
Jimmy Dick's International Needs.
Alright, for real. That's your fantasy, not mine. That will never ever happen. I ain't cooking naked. Anyway, today we are making my award-winning Colorado meatloaf. This is really good, super flavorful, super easy. Let me tell you what we got going on here. A lot of people, when they make meatloaf, they soak milk in bread and milk, just regular white bread. There's no flavor there. What I got going on here is herb stuffing. And then it's 1 3/4 cup herb stuffing. And then I put a 1/3 cup of oats. You can see right there, oats. And then I poured milk in it just to get to the top of this right here. And then I let it soak until it's nice and soft. In here, in this big bowl, this is a whole onion. It's 1 whole onion, 3 cloves of garlic, and I sauteed it in a tablespoon of butter. And I let it cool. So we're gonna add these two things together because we are gonna make our flavorings, and I think they call it a slurry and all that stuff first. So like always, every time we add something, we're going to mix it up. Then, for flavor, this is a 1/4 cup of green bell pepper. I grew this in my garden, and then of course I sliced it into strips and froze it. So this is frozen, then I just diced it up. So, mix-a-roo. This is a teaspoon of onion powder. We already have some onion powder in there, but I wanted to add more flavor without adding any more sodium. So that's just onion powder. This is parsley I also grew in my garden. It's 1 tablespoon of parsley that I grew in my garden and dried in my dehydrator. Now, here's a secret ingredient for my award-winning meatloaf, rubbed sage. This is a teaspoon of rubbed sage. The thing about sage, you can easily overdo it. So no more than a teaspoon. And I'm making a big meatloaf today because it's Sunday and both boys are here, me and the wife are here, and my in-laws are coming over for dinner. So, Yum City. Lowry's seasoned salt. That's 2 teaspoons. Because I'm using 3 pounds of meat, you need 2 teaspoons. This, salt and pepper. It is 1 tablespoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Now we're going to mix this up. Now, to add to our wet ingredients, 3 farm fresh eggs. And you can tell they're fresh because I think they still have a little bit of shit on them. Yep. Achoo. Bless you. That came straight out of the garden. So we're going to put, since we're doing 3 pounds of meat, we're going to do 3 eggs. Oh, shit. All right, I'm going to wash my hands. Fast like. All right, let's mix this up. Then we will add the meat to the mixture. Now, what kind of meat I'm using? I got 2 pounds of hamburger and I got 1 pound of ground pork. The ground pork helps keep it moist because I'm using really lean ground beef. Alright, we don't need you anymore. Spatula. Your job is over. Bam. So let's add the meat. This was frozen this morning. I'm just hoping that it's all thawed out by now. So I'm just going through to find any hard little frozen lumps. And let's get to mixing. They always say, be careful when you're mixing your meatloaf, that you don't overmix. Well, I guess that's true, but I guess I've also never overmixed. Because my meatloaf is the bomb. Now, why is it called Colorado meatloaf? Because I live in Colorado. And it sounds different. Instead of just saying Jimmy Dick's best ever in the world, hallelujah meatloaf, which also would be appropriate. So once I get this mixed, I'm going to come back and show you. All right. Got her all mixed up. Now, I'm just going to put it into a loaf. And you see I'm cooking it on a broiler pan. Why? Because I'm a genius. And because any of the fat from the pork and all that stuff will just drain down and you're not sitting in a pool of grease. So this, we're not even done yet. This is going to go in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes. Then I'm going to brush the other secret weapon, the most awesome meatloaf sauce you've ever had on a meatloaf. And then we're going to bake it for another 30. I promised you the best sauce ever to put on a meatloaf, and this is it. So it's just one of these little wee cans of tomato sauce, whatever kind you like, an equal amount of ketchup. How do you know it's equal? I'm going to refill the can that I just used. And a little squirt for extras. Right. A third a cup of brown sugar. And this is ground nutmeg. And watch, just a few little, whatever those are called, sprinkles. Now I'm going to stir this up. After my meatloaf comes out of the oven for the first time, I'm going to put this on there. I'm going to keep stirring until it's completely combined and incorporated and there's no brown sugar lumps. Sugar lumps. Alright, so this is 45 minutes in the oven. So now, this awesome sauce here, and I'm going to spoon it. Some people brush, but it needs to be thick. So we're going to spoon. We're going to just let it do all of its goodness right here. And the leftovers, I will put on the table. If there is any. This is a big old meatloaf. Alrighty. Alright, this is going back in the oven for 20 minutes. Alright, here's the meatloaf out of the oven. Award-winning Colorado meatloaf. I really hope you try it. Please subscribe to my website and have a great day. Enjoy.
Jimmy Dixon.